The Indiana Fever recently released a special 13-minute video that has everyone talking. In this video, we get to see Caitlin Clark working out with her new head coach, Stephanie White, for the first time. And there's something different about Clark, something that fans noticed right away. With a new head coach and a relentless work ethic, Clark isn't just preparing for another season. She's transforming into an unstoppable force. And let me tell you this, her off-season routine is as intense as it gets. For elite athletes, the off-season is where champions are made, and Caitlin Clark is proving why she's destined for greatness. Over the summer, Clark has been tackling a training regimen that pushes her to the edge, and sometimes beyond. But let's talk about what's changed. If you look at Clark now compared to last season, you can see she's been working hard in the weight room.
Okay, speed. Okay, speed. Oh, she is strong.
Many fans have pointed out that she looks stronger and more muscular. This is really important because in professional basketball, players need to be strong to handle the physical defense. One fan said it best, she's not going to be bullied around next season. Another fan noticed, Caitlin Clark has definitely put on some muscle. This isn't just about looking different. It's about being ready for her second season in the WNBA. But getting stronger is just part of the story. In the video, we can see Clark working on many parts of her game. She's practicing her ball handling with new drills. She's working on her shooting, which was already amazing last year. And most importantly, she's building a relationship with her new coach. Let's talk about Coach Stephanie White. She's not just any coach. She's someone who has watched Caitlin Clark play since Clark was in 8th grade. White even called some of Clark's college games as a commentator. Now, they're working together and it seems like a perfect match.
I mean, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. So I don't know if you prepare for it as much as you just embrace it, embrace where we are. Think about the momentum.
Coach White knows how to win. In the last 2 years, she coached the Connecticut Sun and did an incredible job. Her team won 55 games and lost only 25. They made it to the semifinals both years. Now she's bringing all that experience to help Clark and the Fever. What's really special is how White is approaching her role as Clark's coach. In a recent interview on the Coaching You podcast, White explained her approach. She said she started by simply asking Clark, "How do you want to improve?" This shows that White wants to work with Clark's strengths rather than completely change her game. Let's take a closer look at what Clark and Coach White are working on in practice. In the training footage, we can see them focusing on several specific skills. First, there's the ball handling. Watch how Clark works on her crossover dribble, keeping the ball low and tight to her body. Coach White has her doing rapid direction changes, what players call hesitation moves. These moves are crucial in the WNBA, where defenders are quicker and more aggressive than in college. What makes Caitlin special isn't just her shooting, explains Coach White. It's her ability to handle the ball at full speed, to change pace, to keep defenders guessing. We're working on making those skills even sharper. While many fans know Clark for her incredible long-range shooting, especially those logo threes, she and Coach White are focusing on expanding her entire offensive arsenal. You can see her working through a series of complex shooting drills, pulling up for jumpers after a quick dribble, creating space with step-back moves, and perfecting those crafty floaters she needs against taller defenders. She's also spending significant time moving without the ball, catching and shooting while coming off screens at full speed. Former WNBA MVP Breanna Stewart once praised this aspect of Clark's game. "What impresses me most about Caitlin is how quick her release is," Stewart noted. "In our league, you don't get much time to shoot, and she's already adapted to that. But it's not all about offense. Clark is the first to admit that the defensive side of the pro game required some adjustment. Defense was an adjustment for me last year," she recently shared. "In the WNBA, everyone is so athletic, so skilled. You can't take any possessions off." The training footage shows her commitment to improving this aspect of her game. She's working tirelessly on her lateral movement to stay in front of quick guards, learning the nuances of fighting through screens without losing defensive position, and mastering the footwork needed for quick recoveries after helping teammates. Each drill builds on the last, creating a complete defensive skill set that matches her offensive prowess. But in what can only be described as a hilarious turn of events, Chicago Sky's Angel Reese took a brief pause from her riveting TikTok dance challenges and groundbreaking podcast about finding your inner influencer to grace us with a whole 30 seconds of basketball content. The timing of this rare basketball sighting couldn't be more transparent. Just days after Clark's training video went viral online, Reese apparently remembered she had that round orange thing somewhere in her designer closet. Sources close to the situation confirm that Reese spent a whole 15 minutes planning, shooting, and editing the video, truly showing her dedication to the craft of content creation, that is. The video, aptly captioned, "Let it all work out," seems to suggest that Reese is hoping the basketball gods will magically bestow skills while she's busy building her social media empire. Her loyal fans, most of whom probably think a pick and roll is a type of sushi, were absolutely buzzing with comments like "Queen" and "Slay," while actual basketball enthusiasts were left wondering if she remembers which end of the court she's supposed to defend. The self-proclaimed double-double machine will allegedly return to actual basketball in January for the unrivaled 3-on-3 league. She'll join real basketball players like Chelsea Gray and Kalia Copper, who have presumably been doing actual workouts this whole time. Here's hoping someone reminds Reese which sport she's supposed to be playing before then. Now, guys, if you're enjoying our content so far, please hit the subscribe button. It'll mean a lot to us. Now, let's travel back to Iowa City, where a remarkable story of legacy is unfolding. On February 2nd, Carver Hawkeye Arena will witness something that seemed impossible just a few years ago: a women's basketball player becoming arguably the most celebrated athlete in school history. When Clark first arrived at Iowa, she was already a highly touted recruit, but nobody could have predicted what would follow. Her freshman year gave hints: the deep threes, the no-look passes, the confidence that seemed beyond her years, but it was just the beginning. Lisa Bluter, Iowa's head coach, remembers those early days. From her first practice, you could see something special, but what really set Caitlin apart was her work ethic. She was always the first one in the gym, always asking to watch more films, always wanting to get better. As the years went on, Clark didn't just play basketball. She redefined it. Those 28.4 points per game weren't just statistics. They were art pieces created from impossible angles and distances. The 8.2 assists weren't just passes. They were magic tricks that left defenders spinning and teammates grinning. Sue Bird, WNBA legend, said it best: "What Caitlin did at Iowa wasn't just about breaking records. She changed how people view women's basketball. She made people want to watch, not because she was good for a woman, but because she was doing things nobody had ever seen before." The 3 Big Ten titles tell part of the story, and the 2 NCAA championship game appearances add another chapter. But it was the way she carried herself through it all that truly set her apart. Whether she was breaking Pete Maravich's scoring record or being named Times Athlete of the Year, Clark remained uniquely connected to Iowa. What made Caitlin special wasn't just what she did on the court, says Iowa Athletic Director Beth Gutz. It was how she connected with our community. She signed every autograph, took every picture, and made every young fan feel special. She understood that being great meant more than just playing great. Now, that number 22 jersey will hang in the rafters forever. It will remind future generations not just of the records or the awards, but of the way one player can change everything, the way people think about women's basketball, the way they support women's sports, and the way they dream about what's possible. Back in Indianapolis, that same spirit of possibility drives Clark's preparation for her second WNBA season. Coach White sees unlimited potential. What excites the fans most is that Caitlin is just scratching the surface. She's already great, but she wants to be greater, and that's rare. Las Vegas Aces guard Chelsea Gray, known for her own passing wizardry, offered this assessment: "Clark's got that special court vision you can't teach. Now that she's getting stronger and learning the pro game, watch out. Year 2 could be something special." Thanks for watching.